Right, here with Lee Fowler after your first game in charge at the new Manor Ground, and what a great way to start it with a 3-0 win. Your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, it's pleasing to get the monkey off the back in terms of a clean sheet and a win. I thought it was a little bit sort of, first half especially, a little bit sort of, a little bit too sort of on our toes a little bit, you know what I mean? There was not really that much composure. I think a little bit more composure from ourselves, we could have scored, created a few more chances if there was a little bit more composure in the final third. I asked the lads this week that, start shooting. We haven't scored a goal or one goal in 4 games. Just in and around the box, have some shots, create something, go and show me something. I just felt like they were that willing and to hard work. They're trying to work hard all the time, which sometimes you have to be calm, composed, collective, and then, they make the right decisions. Second half was clinical. I thought, they added that little bit of sort of calmness to their game. Reevesy now looks like the player who's 26, 27 goals or whatever he's on. He looked fantastic. Bullet was brilliant again. Done his job, what I asked him to do, and then fantastic reaction from me was, I dropped Tom. Well, I didn't drop Tom. He kept the same team from the suspension. Always wanted to bring him on. I had a conversation with Alex as well in midweek. Told him he's a massive part of my plans. They both, I believe Tom can go and play in the Football League, and I think Alex today has showed me now that he is a very, very good striker, and I think maybe he needed a little bit of assurance with him, and maybe a little bit more of sort of me putting my arm around him saying, listen, I want you a big part of the club. Goes and scores 2 goals, fantastic.
Yeah, so looking, I mean, it's fantastic that we've got the 3-0 win, a clean sheet as well. You talk about the first half. Do you think there was a little bit of nervousness in the players? We only scored 1 goal, let's say, in 4 games. We haven't won in 4 games, and it's the first game back at the new Manor Ground since our loss to Coventry Sphinx. So, do you think there was a little bit of nerves in the players? Do you think that might have been playing on their mind a little bit?
Yeah, of course it was. Listen, they're top of the league, and it's difficult mentally to maintain the standard at the top of the league. Sometimes it's better to chase people. But now they've won a game, you're hoping the shackles will come off them all. You could see over the last sort of 3 games, certainly the games I've been in charge, they've been sort of a little bit hindered in terms of they feel a little bit of pressure, a little bit tense, they're snatching at shots or making the wrong decision. So hopefully today a 3-0 win, and it could have been a bit more towards the end as well. They were a good team, but we put them to bed. And now hopefully we go into Tuesday's game, another home game, which is going to be massive. Our home form's fantastic. I think we've only lost 2 games at home. We've got to get the points on the board. There's a few slip-ups today in the league, which was key, but there's going to be lots of ups and downs, lots of twists and turns, but we need to make sure that we've got our own in-house sorted.
Yeah, and today we saw a new signing this morning, Fabian Smith. Some of the fans may remember him from, I think it was early 2000s. He played under Charlie Bishop, and he played under Phil Stant as well. What were your thoughts on bringing him? What do you think he brings to the squad?
I think he brings a little bit of composure with a little bit of experience. I think Dicko and Jermaine are very they give you everything. Whereas Fabian he's got that little bit of calmness about him as a person. When I've seen him train, heavily relied on Deeks and the coaching staff with a reference. He's been playing at a good level previously. He's played here before. He scored 11 goals at Long Eaton as well, so he proves he can. He's had 2 or 3 chances there towards the end as well. It's just another body which can push us over the line, and I think it's important that we get now a little bit of experience, a little bit of composure, a little bit of togetherness, which was brilliant in the change room after the game. And then we go on. Listen, there's loads of stuff to work on. We're not naive enough to think that it was a 3-0 win and there wasn't issues or little bits and bobs that we can work on. You can always improve. No matter what the result, you still strive to improve, which I will do. I'm still learning to the group, but what I do know about this group of players is the team spirit, and that's the biggest thing for me, which will win you the league. I've won leagues myself, I've been relegated, and when you've been promoted, the team spirit will get you where you need to be.
Yeah, do you think as well now, this is I think this is your 4th game today, wasn't it? Do you think you're starting to see what is your preferred starting 11?
Yeah, there's still a few little bits and bobs I'm still thinking with, but 9 times out of 10 I sort of know the players and know what they can be capable of now, where watching on DVDs and watching the Cos Sphinx game, which wasn't a good reference for the players itself. But what I do know about this group is they've given me absolutely everything. Other than the South Normanton game when we lost 3-0, I'm going to put that down to preparation, in terms of the players' preparation. Boxing Day, did they prepare right? Christmas Day, did they drink? Did they eat the right things? It's gone. I can't do anything about that. But what I've seen Tuesday, what I've seen Thursday, what I've seen today in the warm-up, I felt it, sensed it. I wish we would have had an earlier goal, because I think it could have been a lot more. It never come. It come at the end. They're a fit group. a tight group, and that's what I want to keep through. Fitness, be a tight group, compact, organised, and go and play, relax. If they relax themselves and play in key areas, they'll win 9 times out of 10. If they become uptight and stressed and make the wrong decisions, you know, you'll make games difficult for yourself, like it was last week at the 0-0. So listen, it's all about the balance, hot and cold. I say hot when you're pressing, nice and cold and relaxed when you're off the ball. Make the right decisions. You know, Walks has had a few where get your shots off. Don't try and be too nice and cute with each other. Try and go and score some goals. You know, the fans pay their money. It's a home game. They let you know when you're not doing so great. So thank you for the fan today who made the 2 subs for me and won us the game. So, but listen, it's one of them, isn't it? It's 3 points. That's all it is. It's gone. We prepare now for Tuesday, which will start now. The staff, and then hopefully again the crowd's here again, and we can pick up another 3 points.
That's great. Cheers. Thanks for that, Liam. Well done.
Cheers, mate. Thanks a lot.